Hi everyone, welcome to Chocolate and Spice Talk. Before you start laughing at my sister and I, let me assure you this is our Halloween episode and we are dressed as what we are dressed as. Hi, I'm Neha, the introverted host of this talk show, and yes, today I'm fully channeling my inner Wednesday Addams.
Hey, I'm Nidhi, and I'm the extroverted sister dressed as Amy Rose from Sonic with pink hair and red dress and red lipstick. And my husband said this is what midlife crisis looks like.
It's funny. If I were to channel my real Wednesday, I'm not supposed to smile and laugh, but that's going to be very awkward, right? And probably show my introverted self really well, but I'm gonna smile and laugh anyway. So yeah, let's get started.
For my sister and I, Halloween was something we had to learn as adults. We didn't grow up with it, but moving here in our 20s and then having our kids, it really changed how we celebrate this festival.
For our viewers, do you think we explain what Halloween actually is? Not that I'm an expert or anything, but I
Yeah,
did
sure. Why
hear.
don't you go ahead? You are the introverted one who does all the due diligence research. So why don't you give a little bit of history bite on what Halloween is?
Yeah, totally. Because I hardly go social and enjoy, but will definitely read a book and try to understand. So I did come prepared with a quick history on Halloween for those who are newer to this festival. Uh, Please feel free to skip this answer and go to the fast, spicier version of what Nidhi is going to share. So, based on my research, Halloween began with the Celtic festival of Samhain. This was celebrated by the Celts who lived about 2,000 years ago in areas that are now Ireland, the United Kingdom, and the northern France. And on that festival, people would wear masks and costumes to disguise themselves, and they made ritual offerings and leave out food and drink to appease the spirits and ancestors who they believed to be present. And ultimately, immigrants brought these traditions to America, and over time, it turned into costumes, candy, and pumpkins.
You have put people to sleep already. So Halloween is all about fun and creativity. It's more like fashion and community than scary and all the history. I don't know how many people know history, so it's a nice.
Yeah. No, no, no. Let's get to the fun part. What are you dressed as and why?
All right. So I am dressed as Amy Rose from Sonic Universe. Very small percentage of people will know what this is, but this is a fun character in Sonic, and she is a pink hedgehog, and she is very determined. She's very bubbly, and she carries a hammer. I didn't have a real hammer, but my 6-year-old son, who is supposed to be a Sonic character too, he made me a really nice hammer. So that is really nice and sweet. And every Halloween, I actually dress according to what my son wants me to dress. And this year, we are in a Sonic Hedgehog phase. When he was younger, it was easier because, I could dress him up anything. But nowadays, I have to be according to what he wants me to be. And Amy Rose is a very optimistic but a stubborn character. She's very courageous. And, tell you the truth, you cannot go wrong with this pink hair and this red dress. So why not? What about you?
Totally. You didn't go wrong at all. It very much matches your vibe. Well, I am dressed as Wednesday Addams from the Addams family. This is a huge franchise created by American cartoonist Charles Addams, and there's also a cool series on TV on it which I love. Anyway, I chose to dress as this to be very, very honest because I thought it was the easiest thing to do. I had a white shirt and I had a black dress, and typically Wednesday Addams does not wear color at all. She wears either black or white, and she has two braids, which is what I tried to make, but with my lack of long hair, this is what I got. And that's it. I put some dark nail polish, and I called it a day. So I went really easy with this, but I feel like I nailed Wednesday. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you did a good job. Actually, you did. I had very little trust. When you told me you're gonna be Wednesday, I was like, I don't know what she's gonna do, but you're pulling it off. So kudos.
Perfect, perfect. All right. Just thinking about, your and I, like we moved to the US at some point, and obviously we'd never known about Halloween or celebrated Halloween back in India. Was you confused when you first came here and you saw Halloween?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, we'd heard of Halloween, but I don't know if you had
I
ever
had never heard
really
of
experienced
Halloween, no.
it, really. I had heard of it, but I didn't really know what Halloween is until, we came here. So in our 20s. So this was the first time I experienced it up close and personal. And I always thought Halloween is a scary thing, but I saw adults dressed in all sorts of costumes here that weren't scary at all. And that's the time I realized it's actually a celebration of whatever you want to be. And seeing adults dressed up in happy hours, especially the happy hours I used to go to, or in my office place, they used to be like vampire, cows, anything could be like scary, thrilling movies they're into, TV shows, whatever, excited them, they would just dress up. It was a time to experiment and pick whatever looked like fun. And that's what I love about Halloween. It is so adaptable and it is so inclusive. You don't have to know the full history and you don't have to get everything right. You can carve pumpkins, you can hand out candies, you can dress and walk in the neighborhood, give out treats. And for newcomers like when we came here like 15 years back for me, and I think 21 for you, it was something so playful that we could just make it our own. And that is why I like Halloween. And it went from knowing nothing about it to being a part of it.
Yeah, same for me. I mean, in the sense that I had definitely not heard of Halloween when I first came here. And I am not a big festival going social kind of person. And Halloween to me seemed like a perfect fit because I didn't have to be social, but I could still discover people. Like if you go trick and treating, that's the one place or one time you can actually say hi to folks you don't know. And it's perfectly reasonable to say hi and do a little bit of chit chat and share goodies. So from to me, that's the beauty of Halloween, which is I might not know my extended neighbors, but in Halloween with my son, I'm going to everyone's houses and saying hi and meeting them and their dogs and their kids. So yeah, that was the fun part. Do you think Halloween changed you or how you celebrate it after you had Vikram?
Yeah, before I had Vikram for like 5, 6 years, Halloween was all about like wild ride for me, and I would go to Great Gatsby party, and I was a flapper girl wearing the French dress, and then I was Rosie the Rivera in like bow, like the red bow around my hair and the denim jacket. And then I would be there was one time I was a detective with like the coat and everything, so I tried everything, fun character, simple. And it was all like experimenting, being creative with my friends. And then everything shifted when I had my son, and suddenly it was all about building family traditions. I mean, I'm big on building all of these family traditions. The first 3 years were magical when I had Vikram because I could pick the outfit and he would wear whatever I would tell him. So we were skeleton one year. We did the ratatouille in which he was like the little mouse. I was the cook. And after that, he started having opinions. Great for his milestone, not good for my money. So we had to go and buy the costumes that he really wanted. So he wanted to be an excavator. So I got him the excavator. And since I'm into family costumes, then my husband and I became construction workers. And then last year, he really wanted to be Spider Man. So I had to be the female version of Spider Man, which is like a ghost spider. It's one of the characters. And again, this year we are in the hedgehog thing, hedgehog phase. So he is going to be Knuckles, which is one of the Sonic character, and I'm just a girl Sonic character apparently, because that's what he wanted me to be. So I just go with the flow. I just let him be creative. So a couple of months before Halloween, like this summer, I told him start thinking of what you want to be for Halloween because I don't want to spend expedited shipping to get your costume. So I'm going to get it a little earlier. So think about it. So I gave him this assignment all summer. He thought about it. In the summer, we saw all the Sonic movies. There are like four of them. And he was like, I want to be Sonic. It's like, all right, it's well thought. We can make it happen. So yeah. What about you?
Well, for me, so again, context for our audiences. My son's in college now, so much older, and Nidhi's son is 6 years old, so perfect time to celebrate Halloween. But I do remember I had some of the best Halloween moments when my son was much younger. He kind of stopped enjoying Halloween about the age of, say, 13, 14. Like mostly when he entered his teens, he definitely didn't want to go out with me. But the funny part is, and Nidhi, you know that, he was very much into Harry Potter when he was very, very, like when he was 5 or 6 years old, so very young. And so I got him a Harry Potter costumes, and it was slightly big. And so we made it work for the first six, I think when he was 6 or 7. It was fun. I was Hermione, he was Harry Potter, and we'd go, and everybody would like, oh, it's so nice. And then second year, he was still into Harry Potter. Just reused the costume. I think we reused the Harry Potter costume for a good 2 to 3 years, and I was Hermione for the whole time. Like, I think I was the only other character I've ever been in Halloween is Hermione, and this is my first time being Wednesday Addams. So that's that. So unlike you, haven't put a lot of thought in it. My son was very easygoing about it. I think there was this one time he wanted to be Spider-Man, so I got him a Spider-Man costume. So yeah, that was what it was. But he enjoyed it, so that's all that
He
matters.
was really into Harry Potter for a really long time, right? I mean, he read all the books and he would go to Universal Studio just for the Harry Potter thing. And, that's what I think our podcast is also about, like different, like we both are so different. Our kids are also different. Like, there are a set of kids who would wear the same costume for multiple years. And then there is my kid who would want a new costume every year. But the only good thing is, in my case, he wears the Halloween costume throughout the year. So it's money well spent. So I spent like $40 on his Knuckles, like Sonic costume, but I know he's going to wear it every single day. So,
Yeah. And
money's
yeah,
well.
and it's a fun time, so it's all good. But let's not only blame Vikram for wanting new costumes every year.
What,
let's
what am I going to do with this pink wig? I mean, I'm going to donate it to some of my friends. I mean, this is a one-time use thing. Like, seriously, hopefully my workplace is going to have a Halloween contest or something, so I don't know if it's appropriate to go to work in this costume, but I'm going to figure it out and maybe just use it. But yeah.
I did not even know you've been so many characters through your time. I did not know that. I'm looking forward to the pictures now. Awesome. So you clearly have a family Halloween tradition, but is there a favorite non-negotiable rule?
Well, I have a dream of having a family costume, but my husband never agrees to it. So he's either a photographer, IT man. He has been all his life. I have known him. He would never dress up. So, but what I want to do is, for Vikram and me, we always want to do a family costume. So hopefully, I don't know how long that's going to last, but next couple of years, hopefully he'll still be into it. The other rule that we have is there is no eating during trick or treat, and we do that so that we have enough time to review the food labels when we get home. Anything that doesn't have ingredients written on it, it just goes, we just throw them away because safety reasons. I'm not going to let him have any of that. And then there is another tradition that we started 2 years back, which is after trick or treat, I tell him to leave all the unsafe candies out for the good witch. So he's going to put a packet. And when I say unsafe candies, like, the gummy, I have thing against those gummy bears because they stick to your teeth, and, they are the one that causes all the cavity. And like very sugary one, the one those have like no ingredients and so on. So he's going to put all of that in an unsafe bag. And then at night, a good witch is going to take that away, and she's going to leave him a gift or something better, a better choice. And last year, the better choice were like a pack of Oreos. And this year, I'll see. I don't know if he's still into it or if he understands it. But this year, again, I'm going to take away all of his unhealthy candies and give him something in return. So that is something that we have been doing that has been working pretty good.
These are very good traditions and very thoughtful as well. Like
Mhm,
good for Vikram.
mhm,
Also, like generally, good to have structures.
mhm.
For me, like I said, my son's in college now, so for the past, I think we haven't truly celebrated or anything as a family for many years, 5 or 6 years at the very least. But we do celebrate it in the sense that we invite people to our home. So what I'll do is like we definitely buy candies. We'll have it all decorated in a tray, and we do something outside our house to indicate like, yeah, please come in to make it feel welcome. And kids do come in, and it's so fun. And Millie, our dog, is initially she gets worried. She's like, knock. Over time, she just keeps looking forward to it because she gets to see new kids and more dogs. And I think that's the part that I enjoyed the most, where to see Millie's reaction. She looks at those kids and she's like, "Oh, these kids have come for me." So that's my fun part on Halloween. But yeah,
You know
nothing.
what? Your son, now that he is in college, maybe that's something you should ask him. Maybe he is doing something for Halloween in college and you're not aware of. maybe he's dressing up as something, and being a teenager, he's never going to tell you. So we'll have to find out if he is actually dressing up as something.
There's higher chance of him confiding in you as an aunt than in me as his mom. So I
I'll
will
try
give
to
you
find
that
out.
responsibility.
Yeah.
All right. And what about the, like non-food goodies? What do you do about decorations?
So, one thing that I did want to talk to you about, and maybe just talk to our audience about, is I participate in FAIR's Teal pumpkin program. So, FAIR is Food Allergy Research and Education. And it encourages households to offer non food treats to create an inclusive and safe Halloween for children who have allergies or who can't celebrate, or kids who have autism. So, for the last 5 years, what I'm doing is I have always created like a special package for kids, and that has non-treat goodies, such as they'll have stickers and craft items and bouncy ball and some kind of a hand puppet. And then I'll create like or I'll paint a pumpkin teal, or already have like a blue pumpkin that I'll place outside the house. So that kind of signifies that this house has like treats or things that people with allergies can come and get. And the other thing that I do is I also add my address to a teal pumpkin project map, and that's one of the way where parents who are looking for houses to go to that doesn't have candies and other things that the kids can enjoy, they can find out which houses participate. So that's another way we can do it. And basically, the blue pumpkin is also a way to indicate that kids with autism who are nonverbal, or kids who are nonverbal and who can't say trick or treat, they are welcomed in that house. So that is like some way to help all kind of kids experience the magic of Halloween. And I'm particularly very mindful of it because Vikram has friends who have allergies, or who are not very verbal, and I just want to make sure I have seen that like firsthand, how that affects families. So I just want to make sure that everybody feels welcome.
That is beautiful. I had no idea these initiatives were taken and that you participate, but these are very helpful.
Yeah.
I'm sure people now know you and look forward to coming to your house in Halloween.
They do. They do. There are kids who come every year, and there was one, little kid who had come, who probably had come. I don't remember her last year, and last year, and last year she came and she said, "Oh, do you have the same markers you gave out last
Mm.
year's?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know if I have the same ones, but I have something else." But what I mean to say is, like, kids look forward to, so it's like they remember, and you can put like a teal big pumpkin outside the house to signify. And I think it is, I just want to make sure there is fun in Halloween more than candy, and I think that's one of the way to do it.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm pretty.
exactly. Exactly. I feel like I said earlier, to me, Halloween was this amazing event where you get to connect with people you wouldn't have normally connected with. I like selfishly, I'm talking about myself, even as a grown up, because I'm not a very much of an extrovert to go and seek people out. But even for kids, the same thing, right? Like there might be shy kids who wouldn't have otherwise stepped out or talked to people, and they get to sort of strengthen that muscle in them and talk to newer people, which is great. But the challenge that I see with Halloween is this hyper focus on candies or sugary treats, which okay, it's one day, sure, let's eat. But like it just focuses on this idea that you're gonna get sugar, that you're gonna get treats, versus that you're gonna meet people, you're gonna say hi, and you're gonna learn more about other people. So I don't know. I'm sure the initiative that you participate in has thought through this to help with this idea. But I'm
Yeah.
so glad you add non-sweet treats to your treat collection. I wish I knew about it, honestly. I did not do the due diligence or research, and I don't think I ever did anything similar, which is cool. So Halloween clearly means a lot to you.
Hmm.
um, do you want to talk more about what is your like I just shared? For me, Halloween is a great place or a great time to connect with a community that I might not have known otherwise, and to you as well, I'm sure. But what else does it mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, The trick or treat too is more than just trick or treat. Like, this is one time of the year where we actually get to see our neighbors. I mean, I feel really bad saying that, but life gets so busy that honestly, I don't get to chat with them anymore. It's not a trend these days. But on Halloween night, we all walk out, like everybody is outside. We take a couple of minutes to talk, connect, and it feels like the whole neighborhood comes alive. And I love that part, especially about October. And our HOA also has like a Halloween event where they call the firefighters and they come with a fire truck. There's an ice cream truck. There is a pizza party. They have a little photo booth, and everybody comes together and we talk, and it's just represents that everybody can be included. And I just love that concept of inclusivity in Halloween. And you don't have to do anything right. Nobody cares if you're scary or sexy or anything else. Like, it's just, if this gives you joy, just be yourself. So that's what it means to me, and I just truly enjoy.
And it's also fun, like based on costumes, to see what people really like. Like they would usually dress up in costumes of people or things that they like. And so it's very interesting to see, like in your case, and I've forgotten, Sonic is what you're dressed as, Pink Sonic, I assume.
Yeah.
um, and
Amy Rose,
Amy Rose.
the pink hedgehog, and my hair is itchy wearing this pink wig, but you get the idea, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I will definitely need to watch it to be able to chat with Vikram about this. But it kind of shows like you liked it. Obviously, you wore it for Vikram, but you must have liked the whole idea of being this bubbly, happy character. And so you dressed as that. And I remember like when my son used to dress up as Harry Potter and with his wand, we bought him a wand and he used to walk around with that. And we bought him those round spectacles that he could wear. And people would say, "Oh, hey, Harry Potter!" He would be so proud, right? The expression of his face, I still remember. Yeah, and if somebody would call Hermione out to me, I would be as proud. For whatever reason, I was like, "Okay,
I
I'm
know
Hermione."
it's it. And last time I was in Ghost Spider, and obviously Spider Man is the main person, and there's Ghost
Yeah.
Spider, and somebody said, "Oh my God, you're Ghost Spider." I'm a middle aged woman. I got so excited that somebody actually recognized me. I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, Ghost Spider," because Vikram always tries to get the main character, and he gives me the side character.
I know, of course.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Yeah. So I think that's definitely a fun part, which is you get to play whatever that inner kid in you wanted to play, and people, recognize you as that, and you get to enjoy a moment of that character playing, which is fun.
Do you have any favorite candy that you used to steal from Aryan's bucket?
Mm, no, I don't think so. I usually like chocolate kind of like proper chocolate candy. So I guess those would be the only ones. But actually, I did not. Did you? Do you rather?
I mean, I usually don't do a lot of sugar, but the only thing that I like is M&Ms.
Right. I used to love that
Those
too.
are like easy to eat and they are small, so you can portion control eat it. So those are the only one that I like, and I like to keep them too because they're good for baking. And Christmas is right around the corner, so you can do so many things with it. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember with M&Ms, my son and I would do the color picking,
Mhm.
and yeah, I sometimes cheat when he was very young, but it was fun to eat M&Ms.
All right, since
Um,
you're the creative one, one last question for you: if you had to do a dream family costume, and if your son somehow agreed to do it, what would you do? Putting you right on spot.
on spot, yeah, I have actually never thought of that. And to add to your point about your husband Siddharth and him not agreeing to the costume, my husband never
Yeah,
ever
I
did
cannot
costume.
imagine Giaji wear a
Yes,
costume.
ever.
Okay.
So there goes that plan. But if I could, oh man, oh my gosh, I have no idea. Harry Potter again, I guess. Is
Come
so
out of Harry Potter. Say something else.
out of Harry Potter. Say something else. I got nothing. Maybe we should ask our viewers to comment and say what they would have liked to be. Like, what would their dream character, inclusive of family, would have been? Because I'm drawing blank. So sad.
If
I'm
my
drawing
husband
blank.
would ever agree, then maybe I would like to be the Incredibles. Uh,
Yeah.
that's a
Super.
good one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think yeah, exactly. Like the superhero characters would be nice with the full family
Mhm.
as. Yeah, but I cannot think of anything for full family. For myself, I have lots of
I know.
ideas.
Or maybe in our blog, we can give ideas. Whatever ideas you have in our blog, we're going to write down in case, you're looking for ideas or inspiration for Halloween costume. We might be able to help.
Yeah, totally. All I can say is this was a fun episode. Really sharing what we like to do in Halloween, how we learned about Halloween, how we participate and truly enjoy Halloween was great to chat about, and also is good to dress up. And I think this time in Halloween, I will actually dress up. Again, for our viewers, today is not Halloween. We are recording pre-Halloween for an episode on Halloween, so we will have to redress up, which is always fun. And now I know exactly what I need to do. Also, just like sharing because I'm so silly that way, because I don't have long enough braids. I actually bought a braid, like a pair of braids, but I didn't even know how to attach it. So now it's languishing, and I'll
We'll
have
need a picture to put on our Instagram. So once you dress up well, send us a picture. We're going to put it on Instagram so we'll know you put the effort and you didn't waste that money.
totally, totally.
So, what started as a holiday that I didn't understand has now become one of my favorites. And specifically for me, it's just the joy from Vikram's eyes and the creativity and the memories. It's just, so much fun.
Yeah, and I am having fun actually very vicariously with you because you always tell me about your plans with Vikram, and it is so exciting to see both of you so excited. So even though I don't dress up anymore, this time I will though. I really enjoy seeing your photos and how happy you guys get, and Halloween is exactly that. So, yeah, happy Halloween to all. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow Chocolate and Spice Talk wherever you get your podcast. You can also find more about us, read our blogs, and see behind the scenes at our website, chocolateandspicetalk.com. And you can also follow us on Instagram to get more fun details.
All right. Thank you for joining us. And now I'll go and open my itchy wig, but I hope you have a great Halloween. Bye.
Yep.
See you
And
next time.
I'll try to be more Wednesday like and not smile and say bye.
All right, then. Bye.